What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is a beautiful day here in PA, cold, but finally dry. So in today's upload, we are gonna be meeting Jake down at the shop. He's got Delmonico as we speak. We're gonna get that thing washed up because it's absolutely filthy. And we've got a mod that we're gonna be installing on the dually that is either gonna be really cool or really not cool. When I ordered them, I kind of pondered whether or not they were even cool anymore. I would say they're cool on single wheel trucks as I do them frequently, but on a dually, I'm just not sure yet. And we're gonna have to answer that collectively. And what better way than just to try? The new millings in the driveway are holding up great. Super cold weather has gotten them nice and hard and compact together. Haven't had to run over them yet, but I do see a few spots that are starting to get a little worn because they weren't compacted all that well. But it is nice to not have mud all over the tires 100% of the time. Winter is fine to me as long as the ground is frozen. When it's cold, but not cold enough to freeze the ground and everything is just a sloppy mess, it kind of bothers my inner enthusiast. Thank God for that right there today. It is currently 20 degrees outside. Jake's about to head out to grab some diesel fuel for our turbine heater because we consequently just happened to run out one of the coldest days that we've had this year thus far. God damn, Delmonico, cool down. And we are about to pull the dually up in here. We're gonna talk about this mod that I picked up that I'm pretty genuinely excited about, but I've gotten some feedback from some friends that are a little bit skeptical about them, which is fine. I do believe that they'll look good, but only time will tell. And if they don't, we'll take them off and we'll go back to the way they are. The big question is, are these 33mm spike lug nut covers that come in at 2 1/16 inch wide and 4.5 inches long and a high quality chrome finish look cool on our 2020 Platinum? I guess only time will tell. I personally think that they're gonna look kind of badass. Is it gonna be one of those things where we cross the line and do a little bit too much? Possibly, so we'll find out for ourselves. Now these things I ordered right online. They're made by United Pacific. They come in packs of 10, so basically 1 pack per wheel because we've got 10 lugs. And they're essentially just plastic, not billet. No, I didn't want to go billet because I kind of wanted to see if this style fit my needs or not. Thread-on caps. You can see they have little threads on the inside there. Essentially what we'll do is we'll pop off these plastic caps that were included with the American Force wheels, and we will replace them with these just like that. It's gonna kind of give you a general idea. It's about 2 inches longer than the standard American Force cap now. I don't know, let's see, let's find out. Now after we install the wheels, we realized that putting those caps on is a complete pain in the butt. You gotta use the palm of your hand, and it's not really a comfortable process by any means, so we went out and bought a special tool specifically designed to remove those caps. Be nice if I remembered where I put it. Right here. It's essentially a set of pliers. 33mm, 1.5 lug nut cap pullers. They make your life a lot easier. Believe me when I tell you that. So these things just pull right off. Like so. You can see that there's no threads on the inside. Give you kind of a little side-by-side comparison here of what we're going to be going to. And what these do, rather than press on, they actually thread on to the very small amount of thread that is on the outside of the lug nut here. Doesn't look like that's gonna work. Okay, well, bad news, boys. It looks like we can't even really try them out. There's not enough thread on the lug that's gonna allow us to tighten these on securely. I got this one to bite with like 1 thread, but it wasn't really working that well. Now, just for curiosity's sake, let's see if that's the same in the rear. Definitely more threads back there. Ooh.
Oh, that's beautiful. You're right, bud.
Boys, only but 5 minutes in, and I was really liking the direction that we were going. They look awesome on the back. I I think it's actually a perfect fit for this thing. Complements the aggressive nature of this land yacht perfectly, but we have some issues up front, and that's that there's not enough of a stud sticking out past the 33mm lug nut that gives us enough thread pitch to securely fasten these things on. As you can see, I have 3 threaded down here, but they're holding on by a hair, and it would just be a matter of time before these things fly off on the highway, and then we're out all of our spike lug nuts. In the rear, though, that's not the case. We threaded them on, and they are secure without question. So I guess I have a few options here. Option numero uno is I get the non-thread-on style, the press-on style like these. They basically grab a hold of the 33mm lug nut and press themselves on. So that's probably what I'm gonna look into. Got these things on Amazon, so I'll probably reach out. I just like the idea of the thread-on because you don't need a specific tool to remove them. You can just use your hands. Unfortunately, that ain't gonna work for us. So we're gonna pivot on our plans for today. We gotta get the dually out of the shop. We're gonna get Delmonico in here. Not only are we gonna wash it, but we're gonna finally put the set of wheels that I have been holding and ever so patiently waiting to put on. It's long overdue. It's happening in this vlog right now. I need to pick me up. I was excited about my spike lug nuts, man. So much for not having enough threads to just make it work. The thickness on this thing though, oh my God. Yes, today, my friends, is the day that we are getting rid of the 22x12s that came on Delmonico when we had purchased it from Lime Ridge Automotive. You guys know, you have the keys for Delmonico? Of course. All right, you can bring her on in. No remote start, door's open. Yes, this is long overdue, my friends. I've had these 24x14 American Force Concave Nemesis SS8 sitting in my possession for a very long time. I had actually bought them for our good friend Delmonico. They happen to be the same exact wheel that are on Dream Diesel giveaway number 15, except they're in a polished instead of a brushed finish. I knew from the very beginning that I wanted to lower this truck down and get a set of sick 24s on it. Today is finally that day. I'm beyond excited to say the least. Those concave brush polish combo fuel forged wheels are very nice, not necessarily the look that we're looking to achieve with this thing right here. Now, boys, as a quick reminder, we're nearly halfway through Dream Diesel giveaway number 15, which is absolutely incredible to think about. Now, 10 times entries right now are live for my baby, my one and only, my love, my Denali, and $15,000 cash. So if you guys want to get entered for this thing, grab some entries in the first link in the description below, because my baby right here could be yours. Well, guys, apparently today is the day where nothing is going in our favor whatsoever. The water to our shop has apparently froze or something along those lines because we have absolutely no water pressure. So, yeah, we got to go to a car wash. Sub-freezing temperatures and washing the truck outside, man. Never forget where you came from.
Fortunately, Sam's got.
See what I'm doing right now?
Warming your fingers up.
I'm appreciating my dexterity because all of it is about to be lost. Oh, the nostalgia. You guys recognize that place right over there? Get ready for the cold. Ah, yes, the car wash right next to my stomping grounds. My old shop is right there, as a matter of fact. It's now being used as somewhat of an office to conduct Amazon business. It's kind of an interesting thing. They're using that as essentially a dispatch center for Amazon Prime vans that you guys see like literally taking over the world. Well, yeah, they took over my old shop as well. But yes, fortunately, the car wash doesn't have frozen line. We can actually get Delmonico nice and clean because, yeah, it's pretty bad.
I lied, not this bay. We were just waiting for this one.
You gotta be, this day's gotta be a joke, bro.
I'm a cone. How your fingers feeling?
I made a conscious choice to sacrifice my dear left hand today.
Oh no, not the left hand. Oh, you're left-handed too. Oh no.
Hasn't moved from this point in the last 5 minutes.
You still have that knife in your pocket? We should probably amputate.
We should have a moment.
Fortunately though, Delmonico's got a beautifully heated steering wheel.
Good news, guys. Good news. I got my hand back.
I have dexterity again. Do we have water flowing yet? I totally left it running in safety.
Now, live in Pennsylvania, they said.
It'll be fun, they said.
We're gonna have to hit this thing with detail spray, but for not drying it and using microfiber spray foam soap that comes out, I'd say we did a pretty good job.
Specifically this side, much better than the other side, though.
Yeah, I know. It's because I did that side.
Ah, how wrong you are.
Let us discuss.
Let us dig.
That too. Boys and girls, take a good last look at Delmonico as you see it now. A lot of you like this 22 by 12 with a 35, 12 and a half look. I admire it. I respect it.
It's got a nice stance.
It's suitable stance. And I think it's been impressive that we were able to pull off with as much turn radius as we have with a concave 2212 and 35s on a reverse leveled truck. So stock ride height in the front, reverse leveled in the rear. And it's actually been pretty easy to drive, all things considered. Did we finally get water back, bro?
But I heard water draining. So it's starting to thaw.
Damn, that's crazy. But we should, in theory, if my calculations are correct, obtain a little bit more clearance with the wheels that were thrown on this thing. So we gotta get in here, we gotta grab these things, we're gonna get them on. One good last look. I think it's about to level up big time. Bro, didn't you do the same thing for Clifford's tires?
I think so. I think these are a little bit bigger though, aren't they?
Nope, same size.
Then I think I got bigger.
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that lately.
Oh God, I'm stuck.
Well, we'll just work around you. You figure that out. Ah, the wheels are on, ladies and gentlemen. I can confidently say at this very moment, the wait was very worthwhile. Now, a lot of you guys that were curious as to why we were lowering a truck on 35s can finally get the closure that you've been looking for. It all makes sense now. Ladies and gentlemen, when I saw Delmonico sitting at the lot at Lime Ridge Automotive, and I had passed it for time and time and time again, multiple times a week for multiple months, and it was haunting me, as I said when I revealed this truck. This is exactly what I had envisioned. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, introducing Delmonico 2.0. Dudes, what do you think of Delmonico 2.0? Wow, it's all I have to say right now. It looks so fantastic. It's incredible, it's incredible, it's incredible what one set of wheels can do with some minor suspension mods. As I had mentioned here at Lime Ridge Automotive, their information, by the way, is always in the description below. An array of badass trucks on the lot right now. Every single time I pulled in here, that truck was sitting right there, and it just daunted me every single time, and all I had ever envisioned was that. It was not set up that way. It had a 4-inch lift kit on it. It had some 35s and some 12 wides, but it was just screaming for a low profile street fighter stance out look. And here it is. Stretch tires, big tires, small tires, all tires. I don't tire discriminate by any means, and I appreciate the overall character that each build requires was this character right here. And it looks so good. So just as a quick overview, reverse leveled in the rear, we removed the overload spring. It's on the stock powder coated coil spring up front. These wheels are 24 by 14 with a 90 offset American Force Nemesis SS8. Same wheel on Dream Diesel giveaway number 15 except brushed, and then they are wrapped in a tire that stretches and looks very good stretched, which is the Nitto Terra Grappler 305 35 24s. Now, when I had bought this truck, it already did the chrome accent touch style extremely well. The brush wheels that were on it made it look good with the polished lips, but it really required something that was 100% polished. Well, now you can see why. Of course, we have the big old F450 chilling here, broing down. Guys, the squad is just so real right now. Now, for anybody curious, those wheels I had talked to Sam about when I bought the truck, they're actually technically not mine. I told Sam at the very beginning that I wasn't interested in those wheels, and he said, no problem, just get them back to me whenever you're done with them. So we dropped them off here at Lime Ridge. So if you're interested in those 22 by 12 brush face, polished lip, fuel forged, they are for sale here at Lime Ridge right now. If you want them, you better act fast though, because they're gonna disappear quick. Finally, my friends, Delmonico is taking on the form that it needed all along. I am going to give a little bit of credit where credit's due, as Andy Robbie, the owner of the other Delmonico Red crew cab that makes 1,000+ horsepower and is now getting compound turboed. I'm gonna put his information in the description below. This is his Instagram. He really kind of set a spark when he let us take his 1,000 horsepower Delmonico Red 5th gen out while we were at Firepunk. And when those wheels came up for sale, it only but reminded me of how much I enjoyed the look of his setup. So I gotta give credit where credit's due. It kind of worked out because this truck just so happened to have a lot of very similar paint match to what his truck had done. And then I came across those wheels for sale. And in my opinion, it was just completely meant to be. So Andy Robbie, brother, I got your twin, except it doesn't make 1,000 horsepower. But it's kind of cool still regardless, right? Does it deserve a thumbs up? Yeah, I think so. That being said, guys, tap the subscribe button, notification bell, and like button on the way out. And say what's up to little Jack as he's coming out to rob the vlog. Hi, dude. Welcome back. What are you thinking about today, dude? What do you think of the wheels, bro? Do you like them? Yeah! That's the truck right there. Do you like it? Yeah, buddy! Give me a high five. We're not there yet, but we'll be there soon, right, dude?
Must eat camera. Get it.
So tap the subscribe button, guys. See you in the next upload.